Just made a really big decision. Think it's gonna pay off? What's going on, everybody? Josh here with Josh's Lawn and Landscape. Thank y'all for taking the time to watch. Got a couple of comments to respond to from the last video. Hopefully I won't draw this one out quite as long as that one. I just came down here to unhook the trailer from the truck. So had to drop it off down here at the shop and take care of a couple of things. So two, I guess, announcements. Call it that. Yeah. One big one for this video is was the main purpose for the video, and then another one is a goal that I have for this coming season. So first and foremost, the easiest thing to do is talk about my goal for this year, which is to pay off the V-Ride 2. So that is my big main goal for this year, is to get the V-Ride paid for, and so that way free up some money for other equipment and things of that nature. So excuse me. So y'all saw where I had cleaned up the shop a little bit. Got all the mower and tractor and stuff back in here now. So not as much room as there was, but hey, I can walk around just about everything in here now, where I only had about three little paths before. So let me get into this one real quick and get y'all's thoughts on it. And I got to turn the camera around for that, so hold tight. Alright, so you just heard my goal for this year is to have this machine paid off. So the V-Ride 2, hope to have paid off this year. I've got a number of side jobs. I got a deck build, some landscaping jobs and things to do that. So, but without further ado, drum roll please. The video is about this right here. Yeah, some of you probably knew I had to go back green. So what we have here is the John Deere Z960M 60-inch 7-iron Pro Deck. It has the full adjustable suspension seat, so it has the weight adjustment knob here, and also has the comfort glide base where you can slide it forward and back. All the controls are basically identical. They are identical to my Z920. So we'll say that Uncle John has been replaced by Big John. And this has the 31 horsepower. It's a rebranded Kawasaki. This is the FX921. It has the sport wheels on it. Look at them spokes, y'all. 24 by 12 by 12 Kenda Turf 505s. I did request a set of Z-Glides for this, but they did not have any in stock, so at some point I may go back and put Z-Glides on it. So, again, y'all seen the Z920. Everything control-wise is the same. PTO switch, ignition, choke, throttle. This one has 0.4 hours on it, so brand spanking new. The dust is from sitting at the dealership. You know, they could have washed it off for me. So I'm going to turn this thing into a money maker this year. It's my plan. I'll probably eventually get the hitch mount for it like I had on my Z920. This will come off. It's just got the standard well, those are lift blades, look like to me. The John Deere lift blades on it. So, there's that. Again, 60-inch deck, 31 horsepower, suspension seat. So, this is the big reveal. Some of you probably had it in your mind when I was talking about the mowers yesterday that, yeah, you know, he's going to go back to John Deere. So, yeah, this is it, y'all. It's a tank, which the Z-Track, you know, my 920 was a tank. It was as reliable a machine as I've had. I did notice that the filler neck here One difference is you can see it does kind of have a beveled neck and a larger cap than my Z920 had on it. So let's see if these are, yeah, these have the adjustments on them. Here under the armrest you can tighten this up and you know, raise and lower the armrest here. So those are adjustable. Again, you've got your comfort glide here to slide the seat forward and back. Very stout padding on this, so very comfortable. And again, everything's pretty much the same here. You can see this is just a bounce seat. Here's your knob. You know, turn it to raise and lower the amount based on weight. That's adjustable. I do like this little feature. My 920 did not have this little lip to protect the grease zerks here. So same grease points. You have one on each of the caster mount arms here. These are easily accessible. Grease zerks in the top of the pulleys, one on each one. And to my knowledge on the Z-Track, I know my other one, that was it. So just 5 grease points, the 3 spindles and the 2 casters. So again, like I said, probably go with the Z-Glides on this. So you can see the suspension for the seat there, which is really cool. My Z920, when I bought it, as y'all know, video from a long time back, did not have the suspension seat on it. And for lack of a better way of putting it, it rode like a 2-horse wagon. But that mower was pretty much bulletproof for me. So, yeah, made this decision. Turn the camera back around and talk a little bit, and then we'll kind of get back to the mower. Well, before I get to my commentary here for the end of the video, maybe y'all want to hear this thing start up. So, again, ignition's here, choke's here, works really smooth. So this is the same dial setup. You'll lift the pedal, turn your dial, line up your height of cut with this arrow here, 1/4-inch increments, and then you will... One thing I always used to remember for this, without even having to look at the directional arrows, is up and in and down and out. So when you want to keep it up, you turn the knob in. When you want to let it down, you turn the knob out. So little thing, up and in, down and out. But here we go. There you go, purring like a kitten. So, get ready to get some footage on this one. I'll be right back. So there you have it, new John Deere Z960M. They have a good promotion with John Deere right now on their commercial machines. Is no payments and no interest till January of 2025. So this is a payment and interest-free machine all season. So got to make some money with it. I'm going to put it to work. There'll be a few places it'll ease up the strain on the SCAG, especially in some of my bigger properties that I have. Shout out to Buster over at New Hope Cuts. We were talking back and forth on Facebook Messenger today about our properties and how many yards we had. I had to kind of throw in there that, hey, I work a full-time job for the State Department each week, and I have about 18 or so yards. 4 or 5 of those, or about 5 of them, are anywhere from 1/3 to 1/2 an acre, and then the rest, the other 13 or so, are anywhere from 1.25 acres up to 3.5 acres. So, so for a lot of those, 1.25 acres, acre and a half, all those properties, I have some pretty open areas where I can turn this monster loose. So then some of the smaller yards and like the front half of the cemetery, this thing is really going to help me out at this, like the cemetery and a couple of yards near to that property that are 1.5 acres to 2 acres and pretty wide open. So this thing will get to eat. I'm going to let it roll. So as you know, John Deere guy, you know, but trust me, I did research all the machines that I talked about. Shout out, well, just shout out Buster, but he mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and answer his comment here, and I'll probably answer it in the comment section. From the last video, is he was asking about Gravely and Hustler mowers, because I didn't mention those in the last video, and they're kind of in the realm of Toro. I think I mentioned that there's one Toro dealer within a reasonable distance of the house. There's some a little further out. But as far as Gravely and Hustler, I think there's one kind of close, and then the rest of them are 45 minutes to an hour in a lot of cases. From the ones that I've seen online searching for dealer locations. So, as you know, with John Deere, there is 3 dealerships within 25 to 30 minutes of the house. And then another dealership about 40 to 45 minutes away. So technically I've got 4 within 40 or so minutes of the house. One is actually like 6 or 8 minutes from my work, maybe 10 minutes at the most for me to drive over there, depending on how many of the couple of lights I get caught by. So you know, if I'm going mowing after work and I need something from a dealer while I'm at work, I can take my lunch break and go get some parts and stuff for it, no problem. So, big reveal: John Deere Z960M, 60-inch cut, 31 horsepower, Kawasaki, carbureted. I think it's going to be a great addition. I think it's going to really help me on those larger properties. Y'all let me know y'all's thoughts. Shout out to Jack Bush and his wife over at Bushwhackers Lawn Care. I think it's out in Pryor, Oklahoma, if I recall. Well, must be closing time to turning the lights out. But I know they have a Z960M as well. So shout out to them. Y'all go check that channel out if you haven't yet. They got some good little videos there. And so I'm excited about it. I wanted to come home and cut my grass today, even though it hasn't grown a whole lot, just to put 30 minutes on it. But I will, that will come in due time. I've got a couple of yards coming up that need to be cleaned up and done. So we're going to see how this thing does, put it to the test. It'll be really cool to put it through some of that bi-weekly Bahia in a couple of months. So, again, I'm excited about it. And like I said, shout out to Buster over at New Hope Cuts, Mr. Jack Bush and his wife, Bushwhackers Lawn Care. And that's it, y'all. That's the big reveal. Again, John Deere Z960M, 60-inch cut, ready to go to work. So, back to, our mind ran off here, but I'm back to talking about the promotion of John Deere with the no interest, no payments till next January. That then begins a 3.9% for 48-month term after that. So still a very good interest rate. And so this machine, with the value of it and the promotion, they have you, or they require, because of the promotion, that you put an insurance plan on it with them, mainly because you're going to be using the mower for 9 or 10 months without paying them any money in case the thing burns up between now and then. I'm not going to try to let that happen. And then obviously the finance fee for the finance plan is attached to it. So those weren't a whole lot big deal amounts in the grand scheme of the deal. But this mower out the door was just over 16. So yeah, that's, but hey, if I get, it won't be a problem at all, really. I'm going to make it work either way, but especially if I wind up achieving my goal of paying this off, and I'm going to push and put a lot towards that. But we'll see how that works. If nothing else, get ahead far enough on the payments that, hey, it really won't matter. But we're going to make it work out. We're going to get it done. So, that's it, y'all. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this reveal of the new mower. And that is going to be a big change for, well, it won't be a big change. It's just a big addition to my lawn care setup. And I'll probably do a video on that coming up with all of my primary equipment in it, possibly. Who knows? But it's back to the deer. Big John is in the house. So again, thank y'all for watching. Not going to drag this one out any longer. Y'all let me know y'all's thoughts. If y'all ever demoed this machine, know somebody that has one, y'all let me know. Check out those channels. And also want to shout out, as always, Ronaldo over at Big Son's Lawn Care and Mr. Gerald Greenlee over at Clean and Green Lawn Service. Y'all check those channels out if you haven't already, but if you're watching me, I guarantee you're watching them. So, there it is. Once again, y'all, the John Deere Z960M, the newest member of the Josh's Lawn and Landscape team. As always, thank y'all for watching. Y'all be safe, be kind, be blessed, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.